But what if she doesn't enter before the end of the episode? Then the denouement could evolve.
The what?
The denouement, the climax.
The climax, yeah, right.
It's French, a derivation of two words. Desnouner meaning to untie and noder meaning not.
I love French. Everything sounds so dirty in French.
Its inflections utilize the uvula, which is something we seldom exercise in reproducing.
Well, you know how it is with the AIDS scare and all.
Reproducing sound. The uvula is the pendant fleshy lobe in the middle of the posterior border of the soft palate. Surely you're aware of that.
I surely am. What did you think?
Well, silly me. I thought for a moment you had it confused with another part of the anatomy.
Certainly not. And what do you know about the uvulas anyway?
One of the last writing jobs I had was a handbook on voice reproduction for the Denver Center's Recording and Research Center. That facility is world-renowned, you know.
Really? Well, they were lucky to have you.
Well, thank you. That's very nice of you to say.
Not at all. Hey, look, you're a sharp cookie. Which makes me wonder what interest you have in writing situation comedy.
Oh, this is a great opportunity for me. It gives me the chance to say something emotionally. It gives me the chance to open the floodgates of my experience and rescue my unheralded frustrations.
Yeah, well, that's funny stuff, all right.
Comedy, to me, I mean, great comedy, it plucks at the heartstrings of society's injustice. It expresses the truth with such clarity that it is impossible not to respond. But the body laughs instead of weeping because the species must survive.
You mean like when Mo punches Larry and then pokes Curly in the eye?
Exactly. Oh, those are moments that truly reveal the inexactitude of social justice.
Well, I can see elements of Darwinian philosophy in it as well. Seeing as Larry and Mo both look like chimpanzees, and Curly doesn't.
Well...
It also reminds me of the immortal words of Rostand, when his hero, Cyrano de Bergerac, says, "Don't make fun of my nose, monsieur."
Uh-huh.
While we're on the subject of French again, you got any plans for your uvulas tonight?
Why?
I'm interested in learning what you know about reproduction. Voice reproduction, that is. It sounds stimulating.
Oh, I get it. Voice reproduction sounds stimulating. Well, gosh, you're just too funny. I mean, I'll never be able to come up with punchlines the way that you do.
Well, I don't know about that. You seem to find something funny in everything I say.
Does that mean I'm improving? Does that mean I'm getting better?
You're pretty serious about all this, aren't you?
Well, yes. I mean, comedy writing is serious business.
Well, there's a dichotomy in that. Perhaps we should discuss it later tonight.
Let's see. Where were we?
Well, we were about to turn me down again.
I think we need to stick to what's important here.
Oh, you mean I'm not important?
No, you are. I mean, yes.
Well, how about a movie?
Movie?
A movie. You know what that is. I mean, you've seen one or two in your somewhat cloistered life.
Well, for right now, I'd really like to stick to business. Now, this is the episode where Riley and Rita have their thing.
Thing?
Well, thing!
Oh, solo mio, cor ami.
Will you knock it off? I mean, we've got to get this finished.
Don't worry. It is finished.
get those cameras to balance to save my life. Do you think it's the lighting? Maybe I need to gel that one light by the counter. Camera 2, can you show me the counter again? Oh no. What is this creep up to now? Zoom in, too, zoom in.
Of course, most directors tell me I should consider acting because of my looks. I'm sort of a blonde Stallone type.
Blonde Stallone? Who is this guy kidding?
It's tough for me though because I'd always be cast against type. I do best at really thoughtful kind of characters, like guys who think a lot. Kind of like Bruce Willis and Clint Eastwood. I'm seen as more of a thinking man's tough guy.
Camera 2, get his attention before I puke. Hi, Sly. How's the weather in Israel?
I keep forgetting you can hear me. Say, have you met Karen here? She works in the actual diner. I mean, she's a real waitress. She actually serves plates and stuff.
Fascinating. It must be exciting for her to meet someone who is steeped in the glamour of show business.
You see, on the other side of that camera there's a director, and that's the person who calls the shots. That's a show business phrase. Calling the shots means she tells everybody what to do and where to go.
Excuse me.
She's about to give me some directions now. Yeah, I'm here.
Listen carefully. Here are my directions. Take your index finger and shove it up your nose. Now take your other index finger and stick it in your mouth. Now, ask Karen if she'd like to go out on a date with you.
Would you like to go on a date with me, Karen?
Gee, Sly, I guess you should have shown her your pecs. You may remove your fingers from your face now. And would you do me just one more eensy-weensy favor? Call places!
Places!
Again!
Places! Places!
Jesus. Did y'all see that old boy over here? Here he is, this little old girl, trying to get out of here after putting in a hard day's work. Go home, get a little rest, get a little relaxation, and he don't even let her get out the door without a little dose of his lecherous personality.
Outrageous.
Well,
Unthinkable.
it is pretty lowbrow.
It is intolerable.
Well, Lordy Anna, I ain't never heard you get so upset over a little injustice.
And why shouldn't I? Asking me to come in for an extra rehearsal on a Saturday. I can't possibly reschedule my therapy. The demand for flotation capsules on the weekends is unimaginable.
Yeah, it is kind of difficult to imagine you getting tanked up on a Sunday.
Oh, crap, oh, fart.
Oh, and what is the latest disaster in your somewhat pecunious life, Anna?
Look, chipped nails. Now that is a disaster.
Come now, dear. A disaster?
Well, at least it is an inconvenience.
Places, people! Places!
So I said to him, why should I play her grandmother? You know, I can still play mothers. I mean, anybody with a daughter over 15 could be a grandmother. Let's face it, it's a gray area. What I'm saying is the word grandmother means dead, finished, stuck on the vine.
Would you please cease your prattling? I am attempting to find character. An actor can portray any age in any environment if his tools are finely sharpened and his skills finely honed.
My sentiments exactly.
I hope Mrs.
Going in 5. Stand by, everyone. 5, 4, 3, 2, action.
I hope, Mrs. S., that your ideas for our new menu will help improve business.
I hope so too, Mr. S. Now, if we change the BLT
To a downtowner.
and the cheeseburger
To an uptowner.
and the roast beef Sam
To a Greeley burger.
and the turkey casserole.
Is the Bronco special.
No, dear, that's the pork loin plate.
Oh, I see.
Well, salutations to you both. I hear the call of the silverware in its drawer, like the tinabulation of the bells, bells, bells.
How are you feeling today, Rita?
Well, not copacetic, Mr. School Store. I'm suffering from some sort of beastly headache, as if I'm receiving satellite transmissions without an antenna.
Maybe you're just not used to getting up this early.
Oh, anything before 9 a.m. is in an entirely different dimension. But this is something different. It feels like something is preparing itself to happen. Any moment now. Any moment now. It's like something is...
Oh, for pity's sake, Roger! Get the proverbial lead out!
I'm just waiting on my cue.
I gave you your cue.
No, you didn't. My cue is real soon, not any moment now.
Cut, what's going on? What's the problem?
Honestly, Roger, this isn't the Royal Shakespeare doing King Lear. It's a two-bit, second-rate sitcom. It's not even syndicated.
Hey, are we stopped now? One of the actors quit?
No, it's just a minor dispute.
There ain't no such thing as a minor dispute. Only minor actors.
What crawled up your butt today?
Hey, look, I'm just trying to get this thing as close to the original script as possible. It's this new technique I'm hearing about called memorization.
Oh, I get it. This is in retaliation for that remark I made about actors not getting their lines. Is that it?
Hey, because if anybody quits, remember, I can do their lines. I'm right here, man.
Hey, well, we'll stop for a minute. Can I ask you how come we got a piano player sitting around on the set? I mean, he's a nice kid and all, but what's the point?
It seems like a rather odd diversion.
Hold it. One thing at a time, please.
You'll notice I'm maintaining my composure.
Well, we'll make sure we put a happy face on your paycheck, all right?
Do I have time to change my contact lenses?
No, look, everybody, let's take places and go again. And Roger, I'm sorry about saying that all actors are boneheaded, okay?
When did y'all say actors is boneheaded?
I haven't yet, I was just going to. Quit being boneheaded and let's get to work!
Well, I still think it's kind of funny having a musician sitting around here, and we supposed to act like he ain't here or nothing.
I believe it's a device that directors are trying to use to break down the fourth wall and open the arena of the action.
Fourth wall? What is that?
It's a very complicated process, my dear. Remind me to explain it to you when we have a year or two.
Okay.
Are we ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, action!
I feel that something is preparing itself to happen. Any moment now.
We're top of the day here, folks. I have time for a quick cup of coffee and I must be off.
Stop!
What?
You haven't come here by accident.
Well, of course not, girl. I come here for a purpose.
Exactly. Your purpose.
Well, it's nice to see you too today, Rita.
Oh, it's you! You're the source of my transmissions.
I am? What
Yes. Well, I'm not certain, but I'm seeing other images in your face. Images of others. How is your mother? How is your father? Are you seeing me through the eyes of another?
Well, right now I'm not seeing a whole lot of anything.
Oh!
What is it?
A strange, hot sensation.
Maybe you need larger pantyhose.
It's something British.
A cup of tea.
No, more British than that.
What?
The epitome of British. It's a stiff upper lip and a splitting headache.
Oh, poor dear, you've worn yourself out. Let's go and watch soap operas for a while. That will calm you down.
Oh, Lord, Mr. Schoolstar, she's a high-strung one.
Very excitable.
But she's a pretty lass the same.
Why, Riley? I've never heard you talk about one of the ladies in Anodyne like that.
Well, Mr. Schoolstar, just because I drive a bus all day doesn't mean I'm sitting on my feelings.
Oh, Riley, thank goodness you're here.
Yeah, calm down now, Gloria. What happened?
I'm being followed.
Again?
Yes, Yes.
Well, tell us what happened now.
Well, I was walking down the street, and this man came out of the bus station. He acted like he was lost, like maybe he didn't know where he was going, but I know he's following me.
Well, what did he look like?
Oh, he was huge. A big, hulking brute. He wore an ill-fitting suit, and he had an ugly scar on the side of his face. He had mean, beady little eyes and skin like leather. Yeah. Ah, there he is! Oh. Well, he looks bigger from a distance.
Excuse me, sir, but what's going on here?
What? Nothing. Nothing. Why do you ask? Can you tell by looking at me? Well, you're wrong. There's nothing going on. Nothing's happening to me at all. I think. Then again, maybe a lot's happening that I don't know about. Or maybe I know about it and I don't want to.
I should introduce you to our waitress. You two have a lot in common, you know?
Excuse me, but have you got a problem, pal?
Problem? No problem.
Well, what's going on here with you?
What do you mean?
Well, why are you following Gloria around?
Gloria? Who's Gloria?
She is, lad.
Oh. I was following her? Why would I do that? I don't even know her.
Well, that's why I want to find out you're following her.
Now, just a minute, Mr.
Porchel, Randy Porchel.
Yeah.
But you can call me Randall.
Okay, Randall. Were you following this young lady down the street?
I was. That is to say, I was behind her. But my following her here was strictly coincidental.
Well, then you weren't following her down the street?
Not with any but the most innocent of intentions. Look, you all seem like nice people, and I can tell I've upset you. To tell you the truth, I'm a little upset myself. It's just something happened to me last night that has me, well, a little confused. I was ready to jump on a bus and go back home, but I couldn't. Where am I, by the way?
You're in the Denver Diner. Randall?
Denver Diner. Nice alliteration. I'm a writer, you see, so I'm sensitive to those things.
Really? I'm a writer, too.
No kidding. I've loved to write since I was a kid.
Oh, me too. I live my life through writing.
That's the way it is for me, too.
I just completed my first novel.
How exciting. You must be thrilled.
I am. What about you?
I write mostly magazine articles.
Me too.
Well,
Yes.
it seems like you two have a lot in common, then, don't you?
Bet you wouldn't mind him following you down to the bus station now, huh, Gloria?
Mr. Superstar. So tell us, Randall, are you being published soon?
Actually, I did sell a piece about 2 months ago.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, the editors were so excited about me, they hired me to do this investigative piece about... Oh, it's about...
Coffee, son?
Oh, no thanks. Anyway, they hired me to do this piece, and I came out here from Quincy. That's in Illinois.
Oh, that's nice.
About 2 months ago, and I started doing research on this topic I found I really enjoyed.
How nice.
I mean, I really enjoyed the topic.
That's nice.
Oh, I mean, I fell in love with the topic.
How nice.
Excuse me, Randall, but what's the topic?
Bruce.
Bruce?
I fell in love with Bruce.
Oh, that's nice.
I never knew it could be like this. When I started my research, I'd never been able to experience these feelings before. I'd always cut myself off in some kind of way. But when I met Bruce, something happened. Something I couldn't explain. You see,
I came out from Quincy, Illinois 2 months ago. My life back there was so bad I knew I just had to go. But suddenly my life began improving day by day. I fell in love with someone who just happens to be gay. What a man wants, what a man wants, is the same thing that everyone needs. Someone to be with, 2 arms to hold him, a love that is honest and free. What a man wants, what a man wants, is to be part of a family. But I get confused when the family unit consists of just him and me. I always pictured myself as a macho sort of guy. Football, beer, and women were to be my kind of life. But women never caught my eye, and football bored me too. And then I met my first heartthrob, and he stands 6'2". What a man wants, what a man wants, is the same thing that everyone needs. Someone to be with, 2 arms to hold him, a love that is honest and free. What a man wants, what a man wants, is to be part of a family. But I get confused when the family unit consists of just him and me. I guess the life that I planned out is simply not to be. A wife and kid and picket fence aren't in the cards for me. I finally know what I want, and I want you all to see that I can finally let myself be happy being me. What a man wants, what a man wants, is to be part of a family. It's simply allowing yourself to be happy, being what you're going to be. What a man wants, 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 what a man wants.
He certainly is a nice person.
And here's to hoping that you'll find what makes him happy.
And if he does, he's certainly ahead of the rest of us.
Isn't it interesting, the people you meet at the Denver diner?
Cut! Good work. Next setup. Let's go.
Next setup. Has anyone figured out what the musician is doing on the set?
What?
Well, I have. Oh, I've been around this business long enough to know what's going on.
What?
Flesh. The devil, child.
I know ain't that child.
I'm sorry, but I don't quite follow what you're saying.
Well, the producer, the one they call Wonder Boy, it's his friend.
Well, Anna mentioned he was trying to get a part for someone.
Oh, it's not that uncommon, my child. This is a business that sees with the transgressions of Lucifer. You have to be on your watch at all times.
On your watch for what?
Oh, the invasion of perversity. Oh, we're all animals, you know.
You look as good as 2 scoops of French vanilla ice cream, doll.
I know what she means.
Did I miss something?
Okay, let's go, everybody. Stand by. Tape is rolling. And action.
Mr. School Star, you dollop of masculine fun, you. What is shaking at the old corral tonight,
How are you today, Grandma Chucky?
Just fine. I couldn't be better. I couldn't be better if I knew how to do it.
Will you be eating with us today?
Oh, will you spoon feed me, Angel Nose?
Well, if it isn't my wife.
Hello, Grandma Chucky. Now, why do you do that, doll?
Do
What? Well, he holds you up like you were a number 20 sunscreen every time I come into the room. Have you two done a sexuality check lately?
what?
Is that? Well, you know, you can still swing a little. The more flowers the bees visit, the sweeter the honey,
The last time
We checked
our sexuality.
We're well in hand.
Thank you.
Oh, there's your problem. You gotta get it out of your hands and into your groins where it'll do you some good.
Please, Grandma Chucky.
Oh, I've gone too far. I can tell. Your earlobes are turning green. Well, listen, no offense intended, really. But if you two are seniors, you ought to be the best at everything, right? I mean, now come on, if you two really have been doing it all these years, you ought to be darn good at it by now, So why shouldn't you brag about it?
We feel
That's something
personal and not...
for general publication.
That bad, huh? You two ought to close up this diner for a week and come with me to Eventide.
Eventide?
That is the place. Lots of clean private acres and nothing but freedom and openness.
What is?
Our resort?
Oh, sure, you could call it that. I prefer to call it a nudist colony.
Why?
Because that's what it is.
Oh, I don't think we
We could close up the diner for that long.
Oh, for that? Well, yeah, I guess you've got a point there. I guess you've got a point. Oh, this would be perfect. This would be perfect for you folks. Yeah.
What?
Is it?
Well, it's my swinging seniors club.
I'm only guessing, but I don't imagine you play golf.
Well, not on your fairway, sister.
Well, we'd love to hear more.
Oh, good. Now, let me tell you. I didn't know what to expect the first time I went there, But my friend Fanny recommended it to me before she went on her honeymoon with Guido. And I figured, hey, I gotta check this out. Because if it's good for a goose, it just could be good for a gander. Well, anyway, I didn't know what to expect, them being seniors and all. But I came to find out that they're interested in the same things most seniors do.
Knitting?
Well, Lou Cooperman likes to unravel sweaters, especially when I'm wearing them.
God.
Yeah, but don't play strip poker with Benny Carterman. He cheats.
Exchanging recipes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Willie Dorfman makes the best Manhattans you have ever tasted.
Gardening.
Well, Nathan Bellows planted a few suggestions in my ear, I can tell you.
Well, at least he knows fertile ground.
Hey, you folks would love it. You would. Why don't you give it a whirl?
Thanks, but no
think we'd
thanks.
better
Pass.
pass.
Oh, honey, don't say pass unless you mean it. Not at our age.
Well, hello, Grandma Chucky. And how comfortable is your space in the universe today?
Why, just peachy ducks, and how's about you?
Oh, I'm much better now. Mrs. S. has allowed me to release some of my pent-up emotions by discussing the more literary aspects of the young and restless.
That's right.
Well, that once was the story of my life. Young and restless. And now that I'm more mature, I express myself more clearly. But when I was younger, I had so much trouble putting into words the anger and yearnings I possess. Just like you, Mr. Musician, who represent all the dreams and heartaches of mankind. Without speaking, you reveal emotions. Without words, you express volume. When I was a girl, I felt deeply about the integration of art, life, and politics. Why, I was given to physical expression of my innermost feelings. I was renowned in certain circles for my works of performance art. My most famous piece was entitled Roanoke, in which I portrayed a peach blossom being crushed under the heel of capitalism.
Not much going on in that line of work, I don't suppose.
Yes, I lived a frugal existence, but simplicity was its own virtue.
Oh, what kind of men could you meet playing a peach blossom that got smushed over?
Oh, fascinating men. Dark, mysterious men. Men of conviction and passion. The dearest of them all was Armand, the fire eater. He had an inner glow.
Oh, I bet he liked barbecued ribs to go to, am I right? Couldn't help it.
One day I'll meet a man like that again. Someone who will be dynamic and fill the void of my oneness. Someday.
Okay, cut! Great work, people. We're moving this puppy along now. Next setup, let's go!
That was a great speech, man. You really did good with all those words.
Well, thank you. It takes years of training, of course. Talent.
I'm in training. Sure. I'm in training now myself, I go to acting classes 3 times a week. I got Kirk Douglas's autobiography, and I read the entertainment section every day.
How nice for you.
My goal is to be a really fine actor someday. That's my goal.
I wish you the best of luck.
Gee, really? Thanks. No, I don't get much support for being an actor, you know. My girlfriend, she's not very supportive. But she's manic depressive, so it's kind of easy to understand why.
Manic depressive? Well, isn't that difficult for you as well?
Well, it's kind of touchy sometimes. You know, like I don't always know if I'm saying the right thing. Life is meaningless, but it's a lot of fun. We're just all little specks of dust. But individually, we're very, very important to us, you know?
I see what you mean.
You know what you're saying in your speech about finding someone to fill the void? I guess we do that for each other. You know, me and my girlfriend. I guess you don't have anybody steady, huh?
No, well, Mr. Right and Loaded hasn't come along yet. But until then, I'll play the field.
I bet you don't have any trouble attracting men.
No. No? I don't.
Wow.
Well, whatever. What did you say your name was? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember. Well, look, I gotta go. We'll catch you later.
Clear the set, please. We're ready for the guest star sequence. 5, 4, 3.
Oh, hi there. How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
What can we get you?
Hey, can I have some of that chop suey, please?
Whoa, one chop suey.
Coming right up.
Chop chop. Oh, chop. I love that.
Hi.
Hello.
Look familiar.
I don't believe we've met.
Oh, well, you're sure a handsome lad.
Hey, thanks.
Are you... Oh,
Can I have a cup of coffee?
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Coffee? You... Should you be having coffee?
Why not?
Well, aren't you in training?
Am I?
Aren't you?
Make that steamed rice.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Don't you know who that is? No. Don't you know who you've got sitting here at the counter in your very own diner? No. That's Rulon Jones.
No!
Yes.
Who's Rulon Jones?
Well, top of the day to you all, folks.
Are you ready?
Do you know who that is?
Well, of course I do.
Well, keep him entertained for me while I go spruce up. Oh, Mrs. Schoolstore.
Yes.
You're gonna have to come up with something a whole lot better than chop suey to make an impression.
I'll see what I can do.
District Attorney. So, hi there, fella.
Hi.
Well, how's everything going?
Well, thanks, and you?
Not bad. Say, there's something I've been meaning to ask of you.
Oh?
You know that big building downtown, the one that says, the one that's Spear and Colfax, the one that says District Attorney on it?
Right.
Well, I went there the other day to be seeing you, and you weren't there.
No, I wasn't.
Well, the whole place was closed. Boarded up.
Yeah, I know, that
What was
building's
so
been
wrong?
condemned.
It has?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, because it's no longer in use.
Well, can't you do something about it?
Why would I want to?
Well, if I had a building that said District Attorney on it, right there for everyone to be looking at, I'd make sure it got taken care of. You can be betting on that.
I guess so.
Well, I mean, if I had a building that said bus driver on it, I wouldn't be letting it get condemned, that's for sure.
Yeah, but...
Why, Lord, just think now how easy it'd be to get to work in the morning. You drive right up to that first building that says bus driver, and there you are.
I guess you'd be right there,
Well, I
wouldn't you?
don't see how you'd be wanting to work in another building.
Well, but that's just not what I think about when I...
You remind me of my first husband. He was big and strong and handsome and ate with a fork. Oh, but he was a lawyer. He worked for the mob, and his suits were a lot nicer than yours.
Really? What was his name?
Oh, why? You gonna call the cops?
I just might.
Oh, come on, handsome. Tell me your game plan. What's in the works for this weekend? What shall I tell my bookie?
Your bookie?
Mm-hmm.
How should I know what's in the works?
What? come on, just drop a little information on me. What could it hurt? I wouldn't spread it around. Oh, speaking of spread, how many points do you give Dallas?
Dallas? How would I know anything about that?
Oh, don't be modest. The Broncos would be lost without you.
They would?
Yeah, where would the Broncos be without Rulon Jones?
Granma Chucky.
I mean, you're so cute when you're humble, but, give us some lowdown, lay a little something out here that'll bring up some scratch for this old football fan, Rulon. Now, you don't mind if I call you by your first name?
No, I don't. It's Norm.
God, and I thought Rulon was bad. Oh, and now you're gonna tell me Jones isn't for real?
Granma Chucky, this isn't Rulon Jones. This is Norm Early, the district attorney.
But you look like Rulon Jones.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm a lot bigger than Rulon Jones. Now, what was this you were saying about your bookie?
Me? Bookie? I must mean my librarian.
Yeah, right. Granma Chucky, isn't your bathwater running?
Oh, well, if it isn't, it ought to be. Okay, nice meeting you, Mr. D.A. I'll come back again sometime when I'm not in the neighborhood. Bye!
Granma Chucky, how's that chop suey coming?
Mother, how's that chop suey coming? Chop, chop.
Well, when you said that was Rulon Jones, I put on a side of beef, and I don't think it's ready yet.
That's too bad. I really got to get going, and I was really looking forward to your chop suey.
Well, here's a free coupon for a tuna sand when you come in, okay?
Well, thanks very much. I really appreciate it.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Oh, yes, I think so, but I've just had the strangest conversation with my agent about my book. Have you read it?
I don't know. I don't think...
Well, he said something about getting death threats on the phone and lawsuits and...
Well, Gloria, this is a district attorney. And if you got any questions about lawsuits, I bet he can be answering them for you.
Oh, would you? Can you give me some free legal advice?
Oh, sure, I can do that. Never,
Yes?
never accept free legal advice.
Cut! Excellent work. You didn't drop more than 10 lines in that setup, an all-time record.
Are we filming me next?
Well, no we weren't, but maybe I could pull a few strings for you. Use my influence and see what we can do.
Hey, Gecko, knock it off! I call the setup. And you call the unemployment office when this show is over.
Wait, I was only kidding. I'll change my ways. I promise to reform.
Don't grovel. It's pathetic.
Here, watch this. We're ready for your setup, Mr. Mill. Is there anything I can get for you before we begin? The quality of this show is the most important thing in my life and in the history of Western civilization.
No, thank you. I'm fine. I'm ready.
Well,
I'm willing to wager you can't keep this up until the end of the day.
you're on.
Good. If I win, you address me as, oh, illustrious director for the rest of the season.
And if I win?
You get to keep your job.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Now call places.
Places! Action!
Janelle, dear, can we get you some... That's funny. Janelle? She was here a moment ago.
Cut! Great, we finished before dawn. This is great. In the archives. We're out of here.
Oh my God, it's Michelle Pfeiffer, isn't it? Oh, gee, I'm sorry. In this light, you look just like her. Only more gorgeous, of course. Far more gorgeous.
Hey, buddy.
Actually, for my taste, Michelle is too skinny. I like some curves when I'm out for a drive. If you know what I mean.
Hey.
Now get lost.
Are you the director?
What do you want, you pest? Can't you see I'm busy here?
Are you ready for me yet?
Excuse me, may I interrupt?
Certainly. What is it?
What is it, oh illustrious director?
Oh, illustrious director.
Go get Janelle. I need her for a cutaway. And who's this guy?
Beats me. Who are you, buddy?
I'm supposed to play a part in this thing. I've been standing around in this dumb costume, waiting to kidnap some snatch or something. I'm supposed to kidnap some blonde dame. Ah, well, you know, I am a friend of the producers. You'd think I'd get treated a little better than this.
Wait a minute. What's he saying?
He says he's the actor who's supposed to snatch Janelle in the final scene.
But Janelle was already snatched in the final scene.
And if he didn't snatch her...
If he didn't snatch her, who did?
Disappear. Oh, those red lips, hold them close to mine. Sweetheart, don't delay. Come make a dozen trips, let your red ruby lips kiss my blues away.